My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring. We're here in the Castellan's Hall after having taken down the bell-bearing hunter. And we're going to continue the rest of the exploration of the shaded castle. I wonder if that's explorable out there as well. The trees give me some hope. Very much looks like we've worked our way into a dead end up here at the top, which is exactly what we want. Oh, hello. I guess because I respawned at the stake of Marika, you're still here. Actually, they do very little damage. And they're also not particularly aggressive, or at least I haven't experienced them being so far particularly aggressive. In fact, we might have already explored almost all of this. Okay, it looks like you actually can get those butterflies there. There's a couple more things definitely to get. Interesting. Do you really expect that we'll be able to get those butterflies? Because I don't see the way you'd get up there. But we've got the item that one of the zombies previously was pawing their way towards. Ooh. A free item down here, a smithing stone 4. Looks like someone's taken issue with me, and I'm not heavy loaded. That roll was very difficult. I guess the music change just means enough enemies took notice of me despite the fact they are very weak and I do not care about them. Alright, perfumers. Oh boy. I'm just out of stamina entirely. I don't know how I wasted all of my stamina at the very start of that fight. Well, good thing I spent all of my souls. Not that I would have lost them there, I just would have dropped them. Ah, beautiful coffee. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go past the same thing again. Oh right, it was the site of grace up at the top, not the stake of Marika that would respawn them, though either or would have. That's never gonna be tech for finding a secret, but it's cool that you can do it. I specifically want access to the Stone of Garant for that fight, maybe? Ooh. It's an interesting block that they do. If they had a guard counter that they could do off of the back of that block, that could actually be really threatening. Nothing out there for us. There's more pages over in the other direction. Okay, I was kind of expecting to still take a little depth, at least. Looks like we've also managed not to aggro a bunch of enemies. Should make the opening much simpler. I kind of want to see if I can get in and amongst them and just do a golden land as the opening. Yep. That's definitely what we should have started out with. Pillage a smithing stone 5. Yeah, no way up to those. They seem to be bowing towards nothing, though. Both of them are bowing towards this area. Possible anything is... not really. Hello, buddy. Sorry, but your distance is a little limited there by the wall. Altus Bloom 5, 3 Miranda Powder. And that looks like another Site of Grace. Let's mark that as well. Get another perfume bottle for ourselves. I think we'll have the opportunity to go there in just a second, because if we... Is there anything around the top? No? Cool. If we drop down to this, I know that further up on this path, there's a drop down on both the left and the right that I wanted to do. This one is here. Doesn't look like there's any item that I can collect in that area. Other than maybe poison blooms down there. Hang on, how was I planning on getting out of all this? I was pretty sure I had a plan. And then as soon as I attempted to execute it, I realized I didn't. I'd planned it. This is all good. We should be able to do that from here, though. Basically, the entire middle of the dungeon seems to have been done. So, jump back on the top of this, and then we'll loop back around. Beautiful. No items left behind. Ah, I'm not going to be able to actually ascend that from here. I see, I see. Can I teleport? Have enough people lost notice of me that I can teleport again, please? I guess it might just be the best thing to run around. It just seems so slow. All right. Specifically, I can't remember where it was now, but there was a drop down on left and drop down on right to get items in both areas. I'm very curious as to where I'd found that. Ah, kick down a ladder to the other area. Love that. Get myself a path back. Can't have been this one here. But then it also didn't feel like any of the further ones up. Oh. Yes, yes, it was on this side. I'd forgotten there was this whole outer area as well. Knew there was a small section of it, but certainly not all of it. We're actually already able to enter part of the area over there. This has already been explored, I think, but I saw a body. It's just a smithing stone 4. There's some poison bloom on the pickup there. Okay, now I want to loop back around. Take this for some height. Perfect. Second Site of Grace. And we dispel our beacon as well. I will actually sit at this one as well because we're not going to go back to any of the areas where I've already killed. You know what? Stone of Gronk. That's what we're doing for this perfumer. Get 5 more Altus blooms. Ooh. So I can see all of the wall slugs there. But I imagine there's probably going to be a crab coming up through the ground as well to actually make it a problem. Oh, not a crab. Just a bunch of bodies. There. Alright, how do we want to... Because I don't have much AoE, really. But I do want to test things. That's kind of good. I can do it from a reasonable distance as well. Not perfectly accurate against the non-primary targets, though. If I two-hand my seal to increase my strength scaling... that's actually a huge amount more damage. Unless that enemy was unaware of me and the other enemies were aware of me. And that was part of the differential we were experiencing. Strip of white flesh there. Pretty sure there will be a good reason to have jumped into here. Hello. Do I recognize you already? Okay, so we can see one of the banners, one of the spectral banners up in the top right. Hang on, let me clap some eyes on this. So we can see the spectral banner right here, which is telling us that we are looking over Altus, some area of Altus. We can also see what looks like the volcano manor up in Mount Gelmir in the background. So that means we're looking from the Altus Plateau towards Gelmir. And then this structure, that structure's a problem, because that structure reminds me of both a mausoleum as well as a hero grave. I don't know if I've seen any of those. It could be pretty deep in Altus and just looking over in the direction of Gelmir, because Gelmir is huge. It could be here. It could be right there. That with a statue above a plinth. Not seeing many other areas with a statue like that. That's the shot I'm gonna call. Champion's Song is the painting. I really like the painting mechanic in this game. If I found the items that the artist would give me instead of the paintings, I think I would enjoy it less. So despite the fact they're pacing out and parceling out content, I feel like it's a thing about the world that matters a lot that I'm learning. Thank you for ducking towards the other one and helping me stagger it. Golden Rune 6, as well as Depraved Perfumer Trousers, the same part of their equipment we've previously gotten. I would assume there would be more up here. Well, no, mainly this area appears to be for the painting. It's the terminus over there. Let's run back in the other direction, because we also ascended this and we went left instantly. There's a whole right side we haven't seen. beauty. That's some poison bloom, 4 thereof as well. Looks like someone woke up. My damage feels higher. A lot higher right now. Something happened? Still using the claw talisman, but that wasn't a jump attack. That attack used to do just under 600 to them, and now it does 700 and something. So that's something that needs an explanation. Let's go back on the inside of this area. I think where possible, I will actually kill these. Largely, it actually is just to silence their their bell. Just a bit grating. Let's make sure that I have Flame Cleanse Me ready. There's our ladder back up to, I believe that's the ladder I kicked down. Just a sewer grate. I could have sworn there's so much more I've missed here already. But can I actually think of anything I've seen but not collected? Save for the outside of the area? Not really. I don't even think I've really seen areas that I hadn't been able to go that I can now. I think we need to go back out to the outer layer. So shaded castle ramparts on that side. And that loops back around there. Right? Yeah. But I thought this was blocked. The map says this is a path. As far as the map advises, this would be totally legitimate, just running around the side there, but I literally just did that, and then decided to not do that. Did I just terminate too early? Yep. That turned out, yep. Ah, there's the basilisks. Thank you. Waiting for y'all. But you know, it's rude to make a barbarian wait. We don't live that long. And also, if I don't engage in any combat, I'm gonna lose my rage. And you won't like me when I'm not angry. Ooh. Okay, them emerging from the poison completely covered in it. Pretty cool. As much as I hate the basilisks, I'll have to admit. I kind of want to get Bloodhound step back. So, 5. Yeah, I don't really need to pay any attention to them, I don't think. Some drawstring fire grease there. Excuse me. If they blanket the entire area in death, I'm just gonna waddle away. And it looks like there's no part of their domain that I need to continue in. I mean, they might follow me, but That's frankly a mistake they're allowed to make. Oh, critical? I don't know even where I would apply the critical. I don't? Yeah, it's not going to allow me to craft great bolts right now. Oh, okay. This shows one of my favorite things about them. The big bulbous eyes. Yeah, that's not their eyes. Their eyes are actually slightly under that. You can't see it from that angle particularly well. Man, nor that angle particularly well. Okay. Any of these corpses showing their eyes a bit better? Wait, where are the real eyes? The real eyes are supposed to be under the false eyes there. And we can see that demonstrated here because this enemy has a glowing eye buff. And it's on their real eyes, not their decoy eyes. I think that's super cool. Let's take a very simple path out of here, because I'm pretty sure, yeah. This is now basically fully explored. That is to say, the inside of this arena. Ooh, I didn't know there was a second one of you nearby. My god, if you end up killing me, I'm gonna be really mad about it. So many of those hits, the club went directly through your head with no damage. Okay, we get the headscarf. Pretty happy about that. Anything else for me? More trousers? I don't think the headscarf is going to give us more information. I do hope it does, though. They're slow descent into self-destruction. Yeah. Exactly as we might have expected. Yeah, and that goes around to here, which... Nope! I hadn't come this way before, otherwise I would have already taken that hit. Ah, yes, this is the place where the drop on the left and the right is. I think I only need one of them anymore because, well, I already collected one on the inside. More blooming powder. Should also flame cleanse myself. Why? Why, buddy? You could have dealt with that. Even pepper down the second one. Beautiful. So the left has that item, and the right had an item before I went down there. Take a golden rune, and then I think we can get back on turret and clear the rest of the perimeter. Save ourselves from any more poison at this point as well. Because I can teleport back in the other direction, I think I'll actually clear out the right side. Also saw more things in this general direction. Excuse me. Some poison grease. Behind there. Some more basilisks hanging out on this island for no discernible reason. Again, my instinct for maybe if I kill all of these, something will happen is going off, but that's not really ever been rewarded in this game so far. So I'm just gonna have to claim I'm doing this one for pleasure. Also gave me a little bit more in terms of my flasks. I'll be sad about that. There's more basilisks as we continue up in that direction. Guess we're just kind of broaching the idea of them then. Over there is where I got the painting. I think I already roamed around the backside of this building previously. Did I? No, I would have had to have stopped on the other side. Ah, no, I did, but I did have to stop on the other side after getting the Starlight Shard. Nothing in amongst the trees? I was kind of a little bit expecting to be invaded. Alright. Guess that's it for the Shaded Castle. I don't know of any reason I would require yet anything that I got here. But the key item, the Valkyrie's arm, as well as the storied sword, both stand out. I mean, you know, another perfume spot as well, which is nice, even if I don't use them yet. Let's finish out, sweep out to the left. Because I think I swept around the entire castle, and then I entered at the first spot you can enter. I don't think I ever finished just exploring up and here, where there could easily be a cave or a catacomb entrance. No, I totally did. I totally, entirely, absolutely, definitely did. Moray's not back, right? Wouldn't make sense for them to be, but I don't know, maybe another member of the House of Moray might have been here to try and fight us instead. Alright, let's get out of here. We're done with this area. So I think this is also just a complete terminus of a path for us. Are you really gonna prevent me from teleporting from that far away? I will never engage you again. What if I go into a map? There we go. Okay. That is the last of the beacons I'd already placed. So we are now definitely looking back for new things. Areas that I felt were slightly neglected. Yeah, of course, this. So it looks like the path that we want to actually get to, in fact, it's both of these. The path that we want to approach these from is going to be all the way around from here. The Road of Iniquity side path looks like a good way to get to it, but if I do the Road of Iniquity side path, I'm immediately just want to go up and around in this direction would make sense for me. So Grace is pointing me in the direction of Gelmir. We already did Gelmir as well. I think it's time. Sweep around the north of the barrier here. I have gotten the item from that, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's open. Okay, good. worked. Whew. And now we're good. Well. An item I hadn't seen before, but also an NPC. Hey, buddy. What's up? That looks like a particularly gold mask right there. Well, lovely to meet you anyway. Yeah, that's just going to be FP again as well. I should probably go find Corin and then tell him where Goldmask is. In fact, is Corin already marked on my map still? Finger Corin, Nomadic Merchant, Brother Corin? I'm gonna go do that instantly, because then I'll teleport back here and I'll talk to them then. Alright, Corin. I've news for you. Actually, how far are you? I would have assumed I was already there. Oh, further up. There we go. Hey, Corin.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
I actually would. Never mind, I've already bought all of them. Tell the noble Goldmask's whereabouts.
Do you sport with me? From your description, it can be no other than the Goldmask himself.
Yep, he was wearing a gold mask.
Of course, I knew
I'd recognize it anywhere.
Bless the Golden Order and its benevolent rays, and to you too, my sincerest thanks. May the Golden Order shine through you.
And then I'm just going to teleport back up immediately. Take the same jump. See if Corin's made their way there. I guess it's possible that Corin dies elsewhere or kills Goldmask immediately upon getting there. Yup.
Ah, we meet yet again, thanks to you. I have become acquainted with the noble Goldmask himself and taken my place by his side, as you can see. Have no fear. I will still teach you incantations as before,
phew.
though we must do so quietly, such that we not disturb the great master's cogitation.
Have you... Yes, you picked up a new Int 13, Faith 13, Discus of Light, fires a ring of light before the caster. One of the incantations of the Golden Order fundamentalists produces a ring of light and fires it forward. A ring of light returns to a position close to the caster before disappearing. It can be cast repeatedly. A gift from the young Mikella to his father, Radigan. I'll buy it.
The master is always deep in contemplation, while I frantically attempt to record his wisdom, the movement of his finger. And though I am yet to comprehend even the daintiest morsel of his wisdom, I know that this is my life's calling. The Golden Order has bestowed me, talentless as I am, the great duty of documentarian. May the Golden Order shine through you.
Goldmask talk now? Still no talking from
Further
Goldmask.
study of it- Indeed. May the Golden Order...
We can hear him making sound. Is the finger really moving that much? It looks like his finger doesn't move individually. Nor the fingers on his other hand. But that would be towards the area of like understanding the language of the fingers so much that you have become incomprehensible to everyone else. That doesn't seem like a terminating point for that story, right? I think we'll see them again. There we go. Need to start further on the left here if I want to do the sweep correctly. Still don't even know what the golden rower create. So there's a large rat off to the right. A path down if we should want it. Littered with great dragonfly. There's another perspective of the shaded castle. I don't know if I'll bother engaging any of this. Oh, actually, I might have to. Yeah. We're all hanging out inside here. Giant rat ashes. Only makes sense to find them here. Anyone else? Oh, I can hear a squeak. Doesn't come through here? There we go. These giant rat ashes. Spirits that do not require FP to summon. The rat spirits appear at a distance from the summoner, swarming their victim to start the fight. Even as spirits, the vermin seem to multiply endlessly. Enhancing these ashes can increase their numbers. That's kind of cool too. I might look into upgrading those. I mean, there's you know, save the dire wolves. There's not very many non-renowned ashes that I want to upgrade, but I've got so many materials for doing it. And at some point, you know, even 100,000 is not going to be enough for a level. Okay. Back to the boundary. Oh. Didn't see our little divot in the topography. Doesn't look particularly important, it might. What's gonna emerge? Just more zombies? That makes sense. Take a couple nascent butterflies while going through, because they are rare. Is that an arterial leaf? No, just blood rose. Blood rose is good too. I just don't really recognize the difference between arterial leaf and blood rose particularly effectively. Every single time I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's the more red one. It's, and then my brain gives a different autofill to the response there. East Windmill pasture. See some items in the middle there. Are they actually... Hey? Oh god! Ah, yeah, the thing I had found was not the enemy. I wonder if they are actually pacifistic. Like, if I kill all of these away from y'all, can I prevent any fight being started here? Ooh. Usually one explosion will stagger another person out of doing theirs. Not so in that case. Twin knight swords. And a navy hood, noble traveling guard, noble's gloves, noble trousers? Let's back up. Yeah, they didn't even start when I stole all the stuff. Beautiful. A navy hood. A hooded cloak of deep navy worn by expatriated royalty increases your mind. Such cloaks were gifted to those who departed on missions to faraway lands from which they would never return. But what choice did they have, having seen the guidance of grace? It's got some great non-physical resistors. Very similar, obviously, to Roderica's. Although, you know, completely opposite in coloration. Noble's traveling guard. Traveling attire fashioned from metallic white silk thread worn by expatriated royalty. A gift of such rare beauty, a royal wouldn't disgrace their illustrious heritage, even if found dead in a ditch in the middle of nowhere while wearing such resplendent raiment. And Noble's gloves, same plush leather. Noble's trousers, same superior craftsman. Cool. Not that we really need anything more to make this worthwhile, but no items. I'm just glad there's a couple people in this world having fun. Every time I try to intervene to help someone, they fall by my hand. So, being able to just go, you know what? Y'all are having a good time. I will leave y'all here. Wherever possible. Feels good. There's some misbegotten in the area as well as dogs. Those are definitely going to pick a fight. Maybe I'll wait for them to... I'll wait for them to make the first move that was going to be. 10 raw meat dumplings. We can only carry 3 of those at a time, but they are so far other than the flask and the... Well, the flask of Wondrous Physic as well as the cerulean flask. Cerulean? Crimson flasks. One of the only items that increases your HP. Haven't used any of them yet. But they do seem nice in a pinch. That's the up. I'm hearing laughing coming from very, very close by. The same laughing that I was hearing in the other area. We got the... Okay, people are dancing in this town. Somehow I feel like I'm definitely going to trigger something here, though, by interacting incorrectly. In fact, for the sake of the pacing of the exploration of the village, I'm going to say at this point that my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring. Series playlist up in the top left. YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays that are above the thanked tier. And a special thanks to this episode to Disney Mia. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you all next time.